What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Jake Jim at Full Grip Games. Today, I'm going to be showing off a streamed match that I played with Jake Ewart. Jake Ewart is an opponent that I faced at the Collinsville Regional Championships with my Snorlax VMAX deck in round 7. It was a really intense series that we had, and I ended up being able to take it in my win and into day 2. And I randomly got paired up with Jake's Cinccino Mill deck. It's an expanded Cinccino Mill on PTCGO, and it was a really close match. So I'm excited to show off the match to you, and I think it was a great display of the kinds of strategies that mill and control decks can force you to employ in expanded format. So definitely an exciting match, and thank you all so much for watching the video and tuning in. Make sure to check out Full Grip Games for all of your Pokemon trading card game singles needs, and enjoy the match. All right, we're going second. Started Shaymin. Totally fine. Josh asking, was Sudowoodo in every deck at Collinsville? It was in not every deck, which was surprising to me because I felt like it should be in every deck. Wow, it looks like I get to play against a control deck. This is fun. So, yeah, let's go, chats. Let's get some hype going for the control deck. We're going to go... I do not think the sky fields matter, to be honest. So I think we're just going... Get rid of those. And let's take a look at what we got. I'd like to Lele for Winona, please. So let's hope the Winona is in the deck. She is. Excellent. So we can do that, and we're just going to get our whole board. So we can see how much stronger the deck can be going second sometimes. We get to go and just set up our condition much easier. Now, let's see. Do we have Ditto in the deck? Do we? Or is Ditto prized? Tell me the Ditto's not. There's Ditto. What about Nag? There's Nag. Okay. So we've got those guys. It's great. So we're going to go for Winona. And then we're going to go Winona. Get ourselves this guy, and that guy. And then next turn, we can go get some different fellas. But we're going to start with these. And then pass. And then it looks like their game plan is basically Cinccino Mill. I did play against a... Yeah, thank you so much, Pro Salt, for those 100 bits. Sorry I missed those. Appreciate the support. Oh, Jake Ewart. Oh, what's up? I was literally just talking about, yeah, I played against a Cinccino Mill at Collinsville, and it was literally Jake Ewart who was in the chat. So shout out to Jake, because we had a really close set, and I'm actually really looking forward to seeing how this plays out. So you guys are getting a little bit of a taste of what the end of, I think it was day 1 Swiss, right? The end of day 1 Swiss looked like. And props to Jake Ewart for making day 2 with a very cool Cinccino Mill deck at the Collinsville Regional Championships. So we'll see how this matchup plays out on stream. We had a very close series in the games that we played. And it can get stressful. I mean, because Jake will just start, milling. It's Cinccino Mill, but in expanded format. And it has, Articuno in it. Never got to see the Articuno, but there's Articuno in it. I see now there's a Sudowoodo in it, which is interesting as well. And then, resource management. So my goal is going to be to try and shorten the length of the game by using, of course, Stinger GX, which would be great. So we're just going to go in with Winona again, which is a little bit sketchy because I wanted to have room to use Shaymin to draw cards, but I don't really have that luxury right now, and I can't get Muck. So this could be troubling if I'm not able to get myself into a decent draw relatively quickly with the Cinccino. So, and there's Swells and the Sudowoodo. That's going to be a lot to play around, so let's see what we can do. We got Rescue Stretcher. That doesn't help. Skyfield doesn't necessarily help either, but I can't evolve this into Muk. I'm just stuck. The Sudowoodo is so insane. So insane. Jake, were you playing Sudowoodo over the weekend? Or did you put the Sudowoodo in the deck just now? I wish I could attach that to my Shaymin and Retreat, but I cannot. Because I am curious. You were. Very cool. Yeah, the Sudowoodo is super strong and is getting me stuck right now. It's going to give Jake a huge leg up as we try to get this game rolling. And the cool thing about this particular deck, expanded formats, you just have so many draw options. He also plays Lana's Fishing Rod, which is neat. So you could throw the Life Dew back into the deck. And you can put the Life Dew on the Oranguru and then just kind of recycle the Life Dew to buy yourself some more turns. And then you would think that this deck wouldn't work in expanded format because there's no Belelba and Bryson Man, but it's still really good, very stressful to play against. And again, if you're interested in winning this golden metal saucer sent to your door, just type sauce into the chat for your chance to win. And I'll be sending this out to one lucky winner. We're going to draw the winner at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so 18 minutes. In 18 minutes, we're going to be drawing the winner. So thank you guys again for participating. Let's go in here. Ah, I have it. We can go here. Ultra Ball. Release. We drew into the perfect combination of cards. Excellent. I love it when that happens. We've got the Nag. And here goes Stinger GX. We got to make sure there's nothing in the discard pile that I want to hang on to, but there isn't, so we're fine. You know, I was just saying, is there a point in using Rescue Stretcher? Probably not. And we're chilling. So up next, I would like to AZ the Naganadel. That would be good. Blizzy, do I like my current Edgar list? Yeah, I do. In fact, I think that there were a couple of the Eggrow lists in day 2 that looked exactly like the one that I posted on YouTube. But I think another valid way to build it would be with Sceptile. I really liked the Sceptile version. I think that was really good. And I liked, Colton Day had an insane version as well. So I think, like, take a look at those lists that did really well. I liked my own Eggrow list heading into the tournament, but then obviously you're going to want to, kind of inform your opinion of Eggrow based on the list that did well too. I think that there is that, there's the version of the deck that plays the Blockade Executor. That's probably something worth looking at as well and can be very disruptive. We got resource management happening again. Now, if I can find a Skyfield, what's interesting is I can't actually drag that Articuno. Since the Articuno is in the discard pile right now, it is possible for me to... Ah, yes, I see, Jake. Yes, you're throwing... He knows the deck now. He's like, that's not happening again. Okay, so... Not actually any good cards to make do, unfortunately, but it's fine. Skyfield now, but nothing much. I think we're just going to retreat the Naganadel into the Snorlax and special charge those back in to the deck. Then we're going to pass. So now we've kind of at least gotten the Snorlax back active, and we're still just chipping away turn by turn with Cinccino. I would like AZ. AZ would be good. I could pick up the Naganadel, which could be useful. Or I would just, I could just pick up the Shaymin. I could pick up the Lele and go for a Colress or something like that. But we could see, like, the Stinger GX is what makes this even a competitive match. Jake would have plenty of time to be able to craft a strategy to mill me out if I didn't chop the game in half with Stinger. Thank you so much, Crazy Diamond 60, for that Twitch Prime sub. And no, Trav Boy, you don't have to be here, because I will message you if you win and let you know, and ask for a good address to send it to. Ah, yes. Well, there goes the fact that I had my Snorlax active. Unfortunately. One of these days I will draw into a Colress. That would be nice. But that is one of the hard parts about, one of the tough things about this deck is that, let's see, we don't have a great way to find things. Let's see, I could go Winona again, is just simply not worth it. So we're just gonna have to wait. I don't think that, yeah, it's not worth using dowsing for that Winona. So we're just gonna chill. I could Field Blower my own Floatstone and then dowsing for the Floatstone, which is hilarious. I do have 30 cards left in deck, so I'm like at a pretty comfortable deck count. Now, one of the strongest parts about Jake's deck here is that it's got all these energy denial cards, right? Plumeria, Faba, and cards like that, but none of that really matters against Snorlax VMAX, because the energy is either in hand, on the Snorlax, or in the discard pile. So one of the cool things that Jake can do is try to Belelba and Bryson Man to just try and actually hit my energy out of the deck. So that's probably something we're going to see here. And it looks like Jake is propping all these eggs out of the discard pile and might go for the secondary effect of Belelba and Bryson Man. It's possible. I'm not sure that he would want to do that. Maybe to just free up some bench space. But as soon as he frees up bench space, he really opens up my deck to be able to do more as well, because I am like super bench locked right now. And the reason I'm so bench locked is because I started this Shaymin-EX. Starting the Shaymin-EX is so bad. I mean, because I want the Snorlax, I want the Nag, and I want the Cinccino, and I had to get the Tapu Lele in order to set the board up. So that Shaymin is just an ultimate eyesore here. And since Jake is never going to take a prize, he hit the Floatstone, which is actually pretty dope. So we're okay with that, because I can dowsing for it. So we're going to take advantage of that and actually take a prize. Now, there isn't really any drawback in taking a prize in this particular matchup. Yo! Got a Dedenne now. That's good. Let's see. And I can't play my Skyfield either. That's sad. Multiple triple acceleration energies. So let's propagate and quick ball, just thin the deck even more. And we could just grab Poipole. Oh, I forgot that we have Poipole now. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm used to having to use Ditto, because that's what I did all weekend. There is AZ in the deck. Colress, Guzma's, 2 energy. Okay. Cool. And we can propagate. Just go for that. Both field blowers are down. Yikes. This is a little bit sketch. We could just go for this, and we should be fine. So we could just attach that there. 2 Skyfields down. Might as well throw a third. See what we can do. And we're going to take a prize here with the Snorlax VMAX. So we're chugging along. Only 2 more prizes left to take, thankfully. But we can certainly get there. And we got the special charge now, so that I could throw that energy back into the deck. So long as I am able to take 2 more prizes, which we should be able to do, because there's Guzmas in deck, there is Versus Seekers in deck, there's plenty of energy to close this game out. There's no way that, I don't think that Jake is going to be able to remove all 4 energy that I have from my, my deck and my hand. It's just going to be very difficult. So I do think that this match in particular is probably... Oh, discard till I have 3. Oh, thank goodness. Finally. I'm going to get rid of Tapu Lele. Yes. Very good. Now, who is Jake making room for? What do we got? Power Plant. Giraffe Rig. Ah, the Giraffe is coming in. And it's probably going to get lost some things out of my discard pile. Oh, and there's the Nag. Okay, so this was the reason that I decided to get rid of the Lele and not the Nag. And I'm feeling bad now because the Power Plant's in play, so I can't play my own Dedenne. But the Nag I can actually retreat, which is interesting. And then Jake's going to be able to get lost one of my energy now. But I have this other one in hand. So we're going to get to make do. If I can find my 4th stadium, then I can Day-Day change out of this, which would be very good. But I am ultimately a little bit stuck right now. So the most dangerous thing would be, the way that I lose this game would be if Jake could mill my Guzma and AZ and then get lost to the Guzma and AZ, right? So that's like a very challenging part of this matchup, is the fact that you just have no idea what cards they're going to hit off of the Belelba and Bryson, man. You don't really have a lot of control over that, which is pretty scary. We'll see what my top deck is. Gets rid of Egg and Triple. That makes sense. Yeah, we're going to get rid of the Swablu. So we're going to make do, get rid of that. And then, wow, what a sack. We've got this. And then I think I'm just going for the Guzma or the AZ off this Dedenne. It's kind of a high-risk play. I would have 2 energy left in deck, though. But, I mean, now is the time. That or I retreat the Naganadel into the Snorlax, special charge the energy back into the deck. But, I mean, that's far less exciting. Whereas I could just dig for... How many Verse Seeker are in the discard pile? None. Oh, yeah, Jake can totally Guzma again. Okay, we're going to go here. We're just going to go for it. All right. Going for it. Come on. Ah, we got the AZ. Okay. So this is good, because I actually get to knock out the Giraffe, which is like the best part. And then I can Verse Seeker for the AZ back, because I don't want it to go. So that's very strong. Yeah, we're going to just Verse Seeker for the AZ back. And then I can thin this deck. So there's like some cards we're just not going to want in the deck anymore. We're not going to want like Altaria. Let's take a look at the deck. A couple of Verse Seekers, 2 energy. It's all very good. Rescue Stretcher. I don't need... Well, actually that could be good. Yeah, because I could Rescue Stretcher. And we're going to go get Lele. And this way, I can guarantee myself the Guzma in my hand too, which I like. And then we're just going to G-Max follow the Giraffe. And go down to 1 prize remaining. So that's pretty good for us, I think. At this point, only 10 cards left in deck, so that's sketchy. There's 2 energy in there. So Jake
could mill those, but I think that Jake is at a point this particular turn where he kind of has to, maybe not, might not have to resource management. That's certainly a possibility. Because it looks like he might just be going for the get lost again. Now, he is going to counter catcher off the Dedenne. That means it might be an incoming N, which would be tough. If I get end to 1. I mean, granted, no, Jake actually cannot afford to end because Jake will end himself to 3, right? Which seems really bad. So maybe end, not a real possibility here. Jake's deck also full of crushing hammers. That doesn't really help against my deck either. And yes, we are going to be drawing the giveaway for the gold saucer in just 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Thank you guys all so much for tuning in and for being patient while my shop studio is just out of commission. The internet was bad at the shop. It kept dipping out. So thank you guys for hanging out while we get that figured out. Jake is going to go for the end. Ooh, boy. All right. That's fine. There's not a lot of cards left in my deck, to be honest. 15 cards. Yeah, we've got the triple. So I'm just looking for Guzma now. And to be honest, AZ is also a super live card for me. Because if I find AZ, I can AZ up the Dedenne and just go. So everybody who's left in my deck is super, or left in play is super live for AZ. Like if Dedenne gets AZ'd, I can data change through the deck. If Yo, Losers R Us, I gotta grab those. I know Natalie had said something about that you donated some codes to the channel. So thanks again, Losers R Us, for that. I was just excited. I opened this metal saucer in the booster boxes. Whenever I like win booster boxes at a regionals, I always just open them on the car ride home. It's like one of the most fun things to do in the car ride home, just to open them. So I was excited. I opened it from the car ride. And I was excited about the metal saucer because I'm like, I'm probably not going to create a full playset of gold saucers myself. But let's see. I don't think that it's worth taking this knockout. So we have to, let's see, how many first seekers do they have? 7-card deck. 3 versus seekers left. 2 Cincinos in play. I think I technically just AZ the Lele and pass. So that then, if he doesn't do anything, I just have game next turn. Because I could just go get the Guzma out of my deck. And we just go Guzma for game. So we're going to hope that that works. Both my field blowers are in the bin. So I have no way around a life dew right now other than Guzma. I've got the Guzma. Well, I've got 2 Verse Seekers and a Guzma in my deck still. So that's good. But, of course, Jake could pull off something tricky where he mills and gets lost some stuff. So that is the scariest part. If he Bell Elbows here and gets lost my Guzma, or just, okay, N, also valid, N me to 1 again, right? But now I have Tapu Lele in the deck. So if I find Quick Ball and an energy, I get game. And I'm wondering now, I mean, I think Tapu Lele was the correct Pokemon to AZ. But you can see, my deck is not a lot of cards. So, yeah, and part of that is my doing. And it looks like he's going for the power plant. So he wants to shut down that play with the Tapu Lele real quick, which makes sense. All right, we've got Quick Ball, but that doesn't really do it. It's a Quick Ball for the Lele. That or I put this Ditto down and potentially evolve it into Cinccino this next turn I think that's probably what I'm doing. All right, then I'm going to pass. So then we're going for the Guzma and the energy. That or I could have quick balled and gotten the Lele and gotten the Guzma to my hand. That probably is the safest play if I do that. But then I could just get ended. So the problem with that, yes. So I think that this is the stronger play because the problem with the go grab the Lele for the Guzma play is that he could just end me again. He could just end plant me again. And then I have this Lele down on my field. And the Guzma's still back in my deck. But if I do this play, right, then he has a chance to Belelba and get lost. So he could go for that mill. The problem with that play is if he goes for the Belelba and get lost, he's promoting a Pokemon that does not have a life dew on it. And that means that I'm live for game-winning play with Guzma or AZ in combination with my energy. All right, chat, we're giving away the Metal Saucer. We're going to give it away as soon as this game is over, okay? As soon as the game is over, we are giving this thing away. And it looks like the Belelba play is happening. Please don't mill both my energy, Jake. Don't do it. Don't do it. And this is like how intense our Swiss match was as well. It's very close. Comes down to the wire. Really comes down to those final resources left in deck. And imagine, don't be all three. Just one. Okay, I can live with one. Means there's one triple left in the deck. And now Jake is going to have to resource management. Chaotic Swell, that's fine. And I'm going to have a 4-card draw to be able to get myself one of my supporters and my triple acceleration energy. So I'm going to see 5 cards off the top of the deck. I believe both my supporters survived the fall there. Yes, there is no... Yes, they did. Well, AZ's in the bin. But that's fine. I knew AZ was down there. So Versus Seeker. Oh? We're going for the Get Lost. Okay. I assume it's going to be AZ and the energy. Right. Yes, very good. So now, well. Jake Ewart. I have 4 cards to draw. And if one of them is Guzma, I win the game. Oh, say it ain't so, dude. Please. Please, please. No way, bro. No way. Okay. Guzma is in the bottom couple cards of my deck. So I have to end. This is so sad. That's unfortunate. Highly unfortunate. So now I think that Jake has a very high chance of winning this game. Because he should have Verseeker in hand, unless his final one is prized. I don't know. But he should have Verseeker. And he goes for Belelba. And if he mills either Guzma or triple, very high chance that he hits either one. No? No way! I don't think he hit any. Did he hit any of them? I'm pretty sure he hit none of them. I'm pretty sure that the last 2 cards are Guzma triple, bro. Let's go. No way. Unreal. Unreal. That was insane. My last 2 cards are literally Guzma triple, and we're going to take the win. Oh my gosh. I don't think, unless I get trick shoveled. Jake, unless you got a trick shovel, this game's a wrap. You got a trick shovel, my man? You got a trick shovel? Woo! What a crazy game. No way. That is just absolutely nuts. But you can see that's it. Yep, make do away this card. And GG's, Jake. Man, dude, you just got sacked. I'm sorry, Jake. That was nuts. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What are the odds? Absolutely nuts. I saw the cards get milled and I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, surely I missed it. Oh my gosh. What are the odds that that's a double whiff? Well, to be fair, I whiffed first, then he whiffed too. So it was really crazy. But good games, Jake. Again, me and Jake played during Swiss, and Jake ended up making day 2 with his very cool Cinccino Mill deck. So big props to Jake for an excellent finish, and that was a really good game as well. So thank you again for